right, go.
Action. What is your name and where are you from?
My name's Anaja Williams. I'm from Staten Island, New York.
Staten Island? So I see you got like a Jamaican background as well.
Yeah, I was raised here, moved at the age of 2. Got raised in Jamaica until about 2004, and then moved to Brooklyn.
So what was it like to grow up in a privileged background?
Privileged in the Caribbean is not so privileged in
You had like
New
a
York
housekeeper or a butler?
Yeah, something like that. Caretakers and that.
Yeah, they cook for you?
Yeah.
So how do you adjust to that life now though? I mean, I'm assuming you don't have a butler anymore?
Nah, I don't, but it was still a pretty minimalistic life.
Yeah? So you gotta cook your own food now or what?
Yeah, sometimes.
We mean sometimes. What's the other side of it? You order out?
I live with a big family.
Oh, you live with your family?
Yeah.
Oh, so they came back too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what made them decide to send you to Jamaica?
Just grew up with culture.
With culture?
Yeah.
How is the Jamaican culture different from the American culture?
You know, I don't really think it's too much different from American culture.
Well, let me ask you this then. What is the difference between an African American from Mississippi and a Jamaican?
Pretty sure it's just the things that we grew up around, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like in Jamaica, we do have cities more akin to New York City, like in Kingston.
Right.
But for the most part, like 80% of the country is rural. So we live pretty minimalistic lives.
You were in the city or in the countryside, Jamaica?
Both.
Both? What do you like better?
To be honest, I liked it more in the rural areas. I never really used to like people as much.
The quietness too?
Quiet.
You like the country people, you mean?
Yeah.
The friendliness, the hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
So, now you left Jamaica for one of the most unfriendliest cities in the world.
Yeah, but growing up in other families, you start to notice that maybe places like America is the best place to send kids, especially to learn, grow and mature.
So did you feel that people were very unfriendly when you came back here?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I came back here for 4th grade. I'd say it was pretty hard to make friends, especially, or getting out of your shell all the way up until I was in 10th, 9th grade. I think social media is just another way to contact most people, especially if you don't want to just give them personal information like a phone number. At least that's what I've noticed. But I've never really seen anybody hesitate to give it. Or just, I guess it's the way that you come off, or the reason why you're adding them to begin with. At least for people in New York, I'd say live your life to the fullest. Try things, adventure. You'd be surprised the kind of friends you can make just by not limiting your circle.
Now, how were you able to establish yourself when you came back to America?
Like I said, it took me about 8-ish years until I stopped caring. I went to school in Brooklyn for the longest. When I hit high school, I went to school in Chinatown, actually.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Speak any Chinese? Really good. So how do you get along with the Chinese community? You know, that's another thing that I noticed about Jamaica. Mm-hmm. In Jamaica, like the Chinese and the blacks, they get along very well. Right?
Oh yeah, we have Chinese, Koreans, and Japanese.
But here it's different. Like you see more of the divisions. You go into King's Plaza Mall in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
And you see like black folks shopping with black folks, Chinese guys shopping with Chinese guys, and it's the divisions are clear. The whites with the whites, the Hispanics with the Hispanics.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah. But in Jamaica, it's all mixed up.
I never understood it because there's a stigma, at least when you're in the U.S., where there's a little bit into racism. It almost feels like, or segregation. I was mostly in Brooklyn. In New York, I haven't really ran into that. You see groups of like whites, blacks, Asians all over the place.
Really?
Like my friends are over there right now. We're just a group of Caucasian and black kids. Try to live your life, meet new people. New York is the melting pot. You shouldn't limit yourself to who you can know, to be honest. Go out and say hi to some people. You'd be surprised.